Yay, it's been a month, and we're kinda live. Well, mostly recording, but we're live-ish. We're all alive, and that's always a good start. So welcome to another segment of Verusa, Star Battle of the Ebraid Marsh. So really fast before we officially get started. One, I might sound a little bit nasally today. That's because my allergies are on fire. Thankfully, it is not COVID related, but this is the life of someone who has just severe allergies to everything: cats, dogs, dust, probably insects. Who knows? So if anybody is my assassin, I mean, just put a cat in my bedroom while I'm sleeping, and job's done. Easy money. But fortunately, we're here to play Dungeons and Dragons in the meantime. Now, really quickly before we also officially dive in, the artist who has done our artwork for our characters has officially started a Patreon. I'm blanking out on the name right away. What she does now is she actually designs NPCs. So if you feel like you're short on NPCs, definitely go to her Patreon. We'll have the link in the description as well. She does fantastic art. I mean, obviously from the character design, I mean, it speaks for itself. And if you enjoy the style, definitely go for it. And like I said, if you're looking for NPCs, just random NPCs to go ahead and grab, depending on what level or tier you're going for, I believe you get like the art, the tokens, a little stat block description of them. So, I mean, like I said, one of the things that's always hard to come by when you are trying to come up with all the art and assets is just NPCs. And I'm pretty sure a number of people probably just go and they Google everything. But if you're trying to stream, it's a good place to start, just getting an image where, getting the extra NPCs you can actually utilize. So, like I said, we'll have the description down below. So definitely take advantage of that. Let's see. Other than that, I believe we're essentially ready to dive in. Now, as the brief recap, let's see. A deal was made with the fugitive mage, Yana. In exchange for her temporary freedom, Yana provided the crew information about the whitemanes and Thrunn. With the 9 keys in hand, the crew and Xalvador, the mage they had met before with the Tree of Wisps, decided it would be best to make their way to the Alchemist Tower before anyone or anything else could essentially stop them. After getting some much needed rest, the crew arrived at the Alchemist Tower bright and early the following day. Though as Nyx and Rongrim began to figure out the puzzle regarding the door and the 9 keys that were involved, gargoyles that were atop the tower flew down and assailed the rest of the group. In time, Rongrim and Nyx were able to solve the door puzzle and hastily felled the gargoyles before rushing inside and sealing the door. Inside, they found the tower was lit by magical sconces, crates and crates of long-rotted food and drink, and furniture that seemed to have a mind of its own. Irianna had stepped into a rug of smothering as Ash was attacked by a chest mimic. The close quarters scuffle ended with the crew victorious, but Nyx badly wounded. With such unwelcome accommodations on only the first floor, what else awaits our crew as they traverse the rest of the tower? How do you wish to proceed? That's on you guys.
Quick question: I want to ask, is the chest recoverable? So I'll ask Rongrim. Hey, do you think you could fix the chest and tame it?
You're looking, and it's just the chest. Now that it is the chest. Now that it is essentially felled, is just this amorphous kind of blob that seems to be flattened. A silly putty that's lost its consistency.
Unfortunately not. That was the living being, not anything mechanical.
living being? I thought it was animated wood and stuff.
It's a mimic. It actually it takes the properties of something ordinary, but realistically, it is still an actual breathing monstrosity.
Gotcha. So is there any way to detect mimics, or do we just have to like stab everything as we go through the rooms?
A question that has haunted D&D players since the birth of mimics. So really quick, the rug was like alive. The rug was like still a rug. The chest was a mimic. So like not the rug, once it's dead, once it like lost its magic, it just turned back into like a normal rug. It's not moving anymore. But that chest is gone. It's just a, like I said, an amorphous blob.
Gotcha. Now, do I know anything about mimics? Can mimics look like walls or floors, or they have to look like actual objects?
Why don't you go ahead and give me an Arcana check? Let's see. And if you remember, I must have cleared it before I can even catch it. A 9. I mean, you've heard of mimics, definitely, but you don't really know their capabilities.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else in this room, we should probably we have the lantern ignited, right? Eerie
Would you
has
like?
it.
Would you like to?
Well, we have a light source. Where's the light source coming from?
So one thing I had forgot to do before was Eerie actually has a light source in her shield. Her shield actually, the little pustules that are on there give off a very faint glow.
Oh,
Like there's like so that's that little flickering that's happening on her.
well, we should probably light the other lantern we have, just because none of us can really see in the dark all that well, and some of those other things don't seem to depend on light anyway. And then, since we've searched this room, I believe that's the case. We should probably continue down the hallway.
You certainly can. Let's see, Nyx, do you want to light that lantern?
Sounds good. Let's do that.
Let's see. I believe it's. I'm just remembering the distance. Red light lantern
Can the
provides clear illumination in a 60-foot cone. So yeah, definitely.
Can the lantern be attached to a belt or something, or does it have to be carried by somebody's offhand?
You know what? That's something I never quite looked up. I would say for the time being, until I do do a little more research with regard to that, I would say you definitely need to give up a hand for that.
Okay, so it's not something I can really use and fight at the same time, or
you could, but obviously because you use a great sword, so technically
yeah.
no.
So I'm just saying it has to be somebody with a free hand. So
Yeah, I guess I'll hold it for now.
you or Xalvador or Rongrim if he doesn't need an extra hand.
Oh, would you
Rongrim
prefer-
needs 2 hands to load his crossbow and
That's true.
turn the ring on the other hand. I don't know. Could you do it with your thumb?
You might not turn it a quarter turn to the left. You might go like a half or something, and maybe, who knows? Maybe that's a self-destruct sequence.
Need very precise movements.
I love that self-destruct sequence.
Was that a quarter turn to the? Let's
Shit.
Self-destruct in 3, 2. No.
So I know, like I said, so Nyx, I know you're a little beat up. The question is,
Yeah.
do you want to go back in, because the original march order we had was, I believe, let's take a look. It'll actually tell us. Nyx is, this would be Nyx, Eerie, Ash, Rongrim, and then Xalvador. So that means if Nyx starts moving, everyone should follow behind her. Unless you would like to change the marching order.
I'll use 10 points of lay on hands to, or maybe start with, I don't know how much health you need. So I'll start with 5 points lay on hands for Nyx. How about?
I'm hurting.
Wait, what?
I'm hurting.
All right, so maybe 10 points.
I think if you want me to take points still, that would probably be best.
I mean, I can take point. Just somebody shine the lantern past my head.
Well, it's that and looking for traps and things.
Oh, yeah,
I feel,
yeah.
yeah.
All right,
She
10
can
I'll
probably go
do
first.
10 points of lay on hands for you. Hopefully that takes you out. I'll give you some more if you need it.
Okay.
I
And
want
if
to
you
save a little
start.
bit.
and yeah, if you click the lay on hands macro, it'll ask for how much.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's easier than mechanically do it.
Ooh.
So yeah, it should automatically take it from your resource. Okay. So Nyx, once you start moving, you should. Let's see. I'll put Nyx up there. Boom. So Nyx, once you start moving, everyone else should move along with you.
All right. Now, if I recall, we came from the right, so we're going to the left now. Yeah.
Yes, you initially came through this way. Oops.
I think we came from here, right?
There
yeah.
we go. Yeah, you
Alright.
came from this space.
And it looks like
Alright.
there's a couple of doors or something, so we want to open those and peek inside, or...
Yeah. All
And
right.
do you want
so
me to
for
go first in front of Eerie? Since I'm...
That's up to you two.
Sure, why not?
I'm in a little bit better shape.
Okay. So then
I'd,
changing marching to Ash first.
If...
Yeah,
Well-
right behind.
Well,
Nyx.
Well,
If that's,
I like our trap checker outer first, and then I'll go,
yeah,
and then...
I'll be in the sand. I'll be in the middle.
So like that.
Or
I'm just
something.
moving you just a bit so I can.
And just to make sure we have it on the record, you are checking for traps, right?
Yeah, I was getting there.
You know, just for the record. In that case, while I'm putting in the new marching order, go ahead and roll me a investigation check. We'll call this Nyx 3.0. There we go. So Nyx, you are in control. So immediately to your south, there is a door, and then you can also see up ahead. In fact, let me go ahead and switch, so that way we can see it on video. So yeah, so what you see is what you see.
Looks like there's a door here, a door here, two openings above us right here, and here, and then what? There's this thing down here. What is this thing? At the end here.
Sorry, just trying to fix my screen editor really fast. Oh, my mistake. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. Oh, could you go ahead and ping once again for me what you're trying to take a look
So
at?
this thing, the circular thing at the end of the hallway.
I mean, from what you can see, it looks like a bucket.
All right. Well, do we want to open the door next to you, see what's inside there? Or do we want to check the open ones first?
Can we let Ash open the door?
Sure, I'll open the door.
Sure, she's close enough where she can try to open the door. And as she goes to open it, no, the door is locked.
All right. I guess it would have been a good time to buy an axe or a maul or something in town. How sturdy is this door?
I try to pick it.
It's made of
okay.
wood.
Does it have a lock?
Yes, it does. It does actually have a lock on there.
Oh, I guess picking it might make more sense than smashing it.
Both methods are viable, but if you want to do something a little more subtle, Nyx, go ahead and give me a thieves' tool check.
Can I listen to the door and see if I can hear anything on the other side?
Absolutely, give me a perception check. 11. Putting your ear to the door. It's quiet. Nyx, whenever you're ready. No reason for disadvantage.
No reason for disadvantage.
18 plus 6. Easy enough. As I'll go ahead and open that for you right now. Oops. There we go. That door opens up for you.
Now, can I damage my sword by hitting wooden objects?
If you do a terrible job at it, yes.
I'm gonna peek inside.
Okay, go ahead.
Ash, I'm gonna pull her in with.
Do you still have two great swords?
I think I left the other one on the ship because it was weighing. It was heavy.
Oh, there's stairs.
Stairs?
You probably want to come back to this. Yeah, there's stairs.
Like down this hallway, I can't see.
Yeah. So from the
Then
so
I'm
from
gonna
the angle,
point to my I'm gonna point over this way.
All right. So there's
And then there's
stairs.
a
They look like
box.
go up.
Those stairs are going
I think they
down.
look like they go down.
They go
Yes.
down. Okay. So stairs down. Let's check
Let's go
the
back, maybe.
other area. So there's
Yeah,
one.
let's go back. We'll come back to this.
So paranoid.
What about this? I want
love
to
it.
poke this box here.
What's in the box?
Okay. Ash, you go ahead and give me an attack roll. Or are you just poking at it, just like a little soft poke?
I'm
with the
gonna
sword?
prod it with the end of the sword, see if it sinks into the wood or not.
Okay. You go ahead and you poke, and you hear a like a just dull as it just stabs into the wood. And you go ahead and you yank it back out.
I'm gonna try to open the box.
Okay. You go ahead and it's not locked or anything. You go ahead and you lift it, pry it open, and this stench just hits you as you're looking at what can best be described as gel-like meat.
You should probably stop opening these boxes. All right, I'll cover the box. Prestidigitation, something that cover the smell, and then we should move on.
Oh, god damn. Okay, let's go.
And that's of course just to kind of give you a general idea of like how long has this stuff been here? How long has this building essentially been abandoned?
How about this door? Is it locked?
Give me 2 seconds to take a look for that one. That one is also locked. Yes.
Same thing. Perception to see if there's anyone or anything on the other side that I can hear.
Absolutely. Put your ear to the door. Silence.
I cannot see what I rolled there because something popped up earlier and won't go away.
It was a 7.
So great. Okay, is the door locked?
It is locked. Yes.
Oh wait, not sleight of hand. I'm sorry. Thieves' tools.
Use tools. It would be adding. I think it's generally the same. Let me double check.
Would I be able to
No,
use
no, no.
guidance to
You would have had to said so beforehand. I think
That's
go ahead and roll a thieves' tool check because I can't remember. I think you have
Okay.
expertise in that. So.
Believe
And
so.
we're no rush, so if you just have to keep trying, right?
What's the thing? It gets harder each time.
The DM will remain quiet until that situation happens.
There's always
Blow it
kinetic
open for me.
lockpicks if yours fail.
I mean, things happen. But yeah, go ahead. And, did you? Oh, it hasn't. 12. Yeah. Oh yeah, easy enough. And you go ahead and you hear that very resounding as the tumblers fall right into place.
Oh,
And the
I
door
see
opens.
stairs.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they go up this time.
This one they go up.
All right, so downstairs, upstairs.
More stairs.
All right. And the other two rooms, we
Is there
haven't gone
anything in
into
this
them.
bucket?
Actually, yes. There looks like there was I'm trying to remember how to figure out how to describe this best. There looks like there probably was water, like some water that was down there before along the edges. And from what you can tell from that very faint odor, as well as this white and green kind of fuzz that's down there, it looks like probably fungi that's now growing from the dampness of this wood here. From the dampness from that was the wood there.
All right, that's enough.
So moldy bucket. Okay. so
Keep
what's
looking
in-
at things so I can describe them to make Nyx sick. Nyx is
And
a
this
doctor.
is this a table?
That is just a table.
That doesn't really make me sick.
What'd you say? That you said that doesn't really make you sick?
That doesn't really usually make me sick. No, when I was pregnant with the youngest once, I kind of like gagged in a room with a patient and I felt really, really bad. And there's been a couple other times, but usually I've got a pretty strong stomach.
Got it, got it. But this looks like a table. No weird smells coming from this room.
All right, this room is boring. Okay.
Oops, it was off. Check the other room, then we'll decide if we want to go upstairs. or downstairs.
This room right here, you can see, taking a pretty decent look at it, at least just the initial glance. You see like this long banquet table. And of course, you can see there are two shelves that essentially flank it on the easternmost wall. It looks like there are a number of little items, books, some scrolls that are hanging out.
Let's check the books and scrolls, see if anything's readable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just moving in more so everybody else can get into the
Is
room.
there a door over there? Or is this room closed?
This room is enclosed. You see you do see another one of those ever bright lanterns with a continual flame burning into it, or burning from it. You do not see anything that looks like a door.
Okay, I would like to examine the books and scrolls.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And maybe Rongrim or somebody can look at the
gonna
other
cast-
side.
I'm gonna use guidance to get my boost.
Okay. You go ahead and you tap Ash's
Which one am I
shoulder.
doing? Investigation?
Mm-hmm. And then you can you can add a 1d4 to that.
Right.
You can still add a.
I am not the brightest bulb.
It's just not your moment. Let's see. I mean, looking at him, 10 total. Looking at him, you begin to kind of like start pulling at some things to take a look at it and opening up some of the pages. Like what you're essentially gathering from a number of these pages are the books that you can get your hands on. You're kind of glancing bits and pieces of what looks like equations. I won't go any deeper, but like they just look like equations, like scrawled. Number of them scrawled, handwritten. Other ones are printed books. A number of them, as you're kind of going through, like some don't open, some like immediately as you grab it, they immediately just fall apart from age, whatever moisture. Probably something to do with the proximity to the sea and that salt water that occasionally gets in here.
So these look like magical spell formulas or chemical formulas or like?
Give me a.
Can I ask? I was thinking, can I ask Rongrim? It's like, hey, you know about like, engineering and magic mechanics and whatnot. Does any of this look familiar to you, or is this like somebody's accounting books?
Rongrim, if you like, yes, you can make a intelligence check.
Flat intelligence.
Flat intelligence. You can guide yourself. I figured I'd just get that out of the way. Oh, 18. And let's see how. Oh, one more bracket on the close. 19. Okay, I just want to see how far I can take that. So 19. Looking at him, it's not exactly your particular specialty, but you do recognize them because sometimes the sciences do cross over when they need to. They're bits and pieces of alchemical equations. Because of the damage to these particular books, you can't piece together what they were about. What you can glean from some of them, one of the books, the initial book that Ash had grabbed, has something to do with fire, relating to fire. But you're only seeing once again, you're only seeing bits of a code that you recognize. And it's but the rest is, lost to time because of the damage to the book. Another one you pick up, you glean things about acid or acidic projections. Most likely could be some kind of weapon. There are other parts that, one other book though that you do glean are notes with regard to a material, an element that you do not recognize.
Maybe it's that. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that. I'm looking over Rongrim's shoulder. Is it maybe that star metal?
Isn't the star metal newer, more recent than this, or is the star metal an old thing? I can't recall.
Star metal refers to any metal that is extraplanar.
But I know
as
we were
in-
searching for one here, but did it fall recently, or is it like an old story we're tracking down? I can't recall.
For this particular thing, you know that it is an older story. It's a very rare metal because it can't be found. It can't naturally be found here in Verusa. It has to literally fall from the sky, and any amount that people can get. And you would know this, Rongrim, definitely. Any amount that people can get, that's what makes it so rare, so priceless in this sense.
So
Now,
are these-
it's definitely a possibility to answer Nyx's question. It could be that, but because Rongrim doesn't recognize the metal, even as a dwarf, and metal and stone is in your blood, but something about this you don't recognize. Maybe it's just really rare, or it could be that.
So do we want to keep some of these just in case they make more sense later, or is it kind of not useful?
If we could, I would like to study this later. This is pretty intriguing.
All right, let's bundle up what we can save and pack it up somewhere.
Yeah, and I'd say to kind of save on space, you kind of rip pages from other books that you can't, like ones that don't make sense. So you just kind of you're not carrying the full weight of like a bunch of books. So you're just ripping pages from like things that kind of make sense and just kind of stacking them together. So I won't add anything to your weight, but do make sure you have alchemical notes 1. We'll put it as that alchemical notes 1 because you might find other things. Okay, how would you like to proceed?
Do all the books move? I'm wondering if there's one of those secret latches where if you pull a book, it makes the wall open up. 'Cause I'm pretty sure-
That would require an investigation check.
all right.
I want to help.
Okay. Nyx, you are proficient, so you can give Ash advantage. Uh, 15. Looking around, like you start pulling at the books, and like you look behind the actual bookshelf itself to see if there's any latches or strings or pulley or anything. Pretty common room.
Okay, I want to go back to the other room because I'm pretty sure that the wall for the other part cut off at a certain point.
Which room?
Go back down the hallway. Is that okay?
Yeah.
The room we just left on the other side, back previously.
Let's see. Nyx would have to do that. Let's see.
We're going back. How far back are we going?
Like
This way. Go back to this room with the rug.
Oh, there was a door in the room before that we didn't go through. Is that what you mean?
Was there a door there?
I think so.
Okay, so
Possibly.
we haven't done everything here.
I may have to close out Roll20 and open it back up 1 sec.
Okay. Let's see. Ash, do you want to take the lead on this one?
Sure.
Let's see. Let's see. You guys tell me what order you want to essentially be in.
I mean, that's fine. I just wanted to be able to see. So,
Okay. So 1 sec. I gotta give you the black flag.
black flag.
It's a way that API recognizes who's in charge. So I put a little black flag thing on there, and then I tell it like, oh, go this way. So it's a method. So that's what I mean by black flag.
You couldn't choose something that wasn't quite so ominous?
You know what? Black flag felt like it worked. Considering.
Atmosphere in this place is like...
All right,
All
Ash,
right.
you are leading.
Was there a door in here?
If you're looking for, well, I mean, there's the two obvious ways in. No doors, no physical doors, just entry points. But if you're looking for, if there's any secret hidden doors, give me an investigation for this room.
Can I assume that she's helping me?
Sure. $18. Running your hands along the walls, looking for any odd little breaks in the fold. Nothing stands out to suggest there's a secret door here.
Okay, I guess there's a door here, right? Did we ever
Yes.
open this door?
You did not go through that door before, no.
Do we want to go through this door?
That's up to you guys.
Well, why not? I don't know.
We'll go from head to toe.
Okay.
Uh,
This door is unlocked.
It is unlocked? Alright, I want to open the door.
Okay. Door opens up for you.
Alright. It
And
looks
you can
like
see
there's
you can see there's another door to the immediate north of you.
north?
Well, north of you.
So it opens up here.
Yes.
Okay, it's the tile I'm standing on, and it goes around the corner. But there's
Yeah,
nothing
and
to
then the hallway continues up. Yep.
nothing to the south. Alright, I want to see what's up the hallway.
Okay.
Alright, so it looks like stairs that go up, it looks like,
Mhm.
and a T-junction, and there's something at the top. What does that thing look like at the top? The
Would you like to get a
metallic-
closer look?
Not yet. I'm wondering what can I see from this distance.
Give me a perception check.
And if the rest of you want to chime in, that's fine. I feel bad driving everything and like dragging all of you around. Perception.
Dragging you to your deaths. I mean, as you're exploring. Let's see. What'd you get?
20.
Ooh, dirty 20. Okay. So, from where you're standing, kind of keeping that distance in that hallway, you can see. Sorry. So, obviously, you see there's the two ever bright lanterns. And from there, you can see there's a door. A what looks like possibly a bronze, maybe a copper colored door. And there's this emblem of what looks like a horned creature emblazoned on the face of it. It's what is it? Embossed? Is that the other way? But essentially, it's on the face of the door. It's like jutting out.
Do I recognize the creature?
Give me an Arcana check.
Ah, man, I regret making a stupid character.
I'm a cast guidance to try to help out.
Let's see. Should we 14? And you get to roll a 1d4. Uh, 14. No, that's definitely actually my mistake. Religion. I don't know unless it's the same for you.
Religion? Let me check. Alright, religion's gonna be even worse.
Well, never mind then. You do not recognize it. You don't recognize that creature. Looks pretty. I mean, looking at it, you're like, that's pretty ominous. Because initially, it's the only door you've seen that has, aside from the entryway in here, that's one different looking, and two, this one just like I said has this face of this unique creature beast, but you don't recognize it at all.
I should have paid more attention in Inquisitor School. Okay, let's see. So, you guys want to open this door behind us? Because there's like a missing space here. You can't see my mouse. Never mind. So when we went into a room here, right? Went down the hallway, in a door here. There's a room here that went up. It was part of the curve of the wall, right? And then, but there's a space here in the middle that's missing, that we haven't been able to get to. Now maybe it's solid stone and filled in, but it makes me wonder, why is there a space there in the tower? is missing. Unless I should probably just map this out on a piece of graph paper, but I'm pretty sure we're
Old
missing
school.
something here.
That's how we used to do it. That's how we used to do it back in the day. We just someone would tell us, and we're like, oh yeah, we gotta write that down. You always have a dedicated map maker. That makes me sound old. Like back in the day, we didn't have computers to play Dungeons and Dragons. We used actual dice. But anyways, but the door is unlocked to your north.
Oh, to the north. Okay. Feel like I should map this, but I don't want to waste everyone's time. So we have two options for stairs, up and down. We have, is Nyx back yet? I'm assuming no. So we have two.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay. I've been dragging us all over the tower.
You do you.
All right, you guys want to just open this door to the north and see what it looks like?
One's as good as another, so.
You're the commander.
I doubt that. All right, open door.
Okay. You open up the door, and it's empty. Completely empty. Bare bones empty.
All right. It wasn't locked or anything.
It was not.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm
Not even any rotted food in here. Okay, so do we have a consensus on whether or not we want to go down the creepy hallway towards the creepy door, or do we want to go upstairs or downstairs first? Or what? I mean, we have three choices, but four, I guess, because we could go down the end of that hallway and look at the creepy door without actually opening it. Maybe we should do that first.
Let's look
I
at the
would
creepy
say
door.
let's just finish this floor before we go up and down.
All right, that sounds reasonable to me.
Okay.
All right, even though I feel like we're overlooking something here.
That's the haunt of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes you'll feel like you're missing something, and my players get paranoid, and I, as a DM, am happy.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I am going to pull my sword out just in case and clank as quietly as I can down this hallway.
Okay. You go ahead and you're clink, 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 clink. Pretty solid stone.
All right, so we got to this door. I want to see if there's like a bed here. I want to prod it gently with my sword.
You go ahead and you give the bed a poke. You hear, ow! No, playing. The bed is mundane.
Okay, nothing in the bed.
Nothing in the bed. No.
And these other things here, nothing in there too.
Looking over the shelves, chest. There are in the chest. If you do decide to open it, is unlocked. There are some clothing items in there, some personal effects. Nothing that stands out. The shelves themselves are bare, strangely enough.
So nothing of note or value or any idea of what the person who lived here did?
Not in this space, no.
Alright, so closer examination of this door here. What does the door look like? Just the horns, horned emblem thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like a... let's see, that's weird. That didn't pop up. Looking it over, it looks like a heavy brass, actually, because you had distance, so... But yeah, it looks like it's a heavy brass door. There are no doorknobs. There are no locks, anything. It is smooth on every inch except for where that figurehead is.
And Xalvador detect any magic about it?
Oh, well, I guess this is where I start earning my particular keep. Let's take a look.
I guess we should have asked him about some of those magical notes. I completely forgot.
Well, I am here. Let's see. He's gonna go ahead and do an Arcana check, see if anything stands out for him. Wow.
Damn.
He knows a lot.
He knows a bit. He's all right. He knows a little bit. Looking it over though, he's
read a book or 12.
Yeah. While I can't detect magic directly, a door like this, without any particular, mechanisms, must be magical. In fact, I would go ahead and, of course, take a wild guess and say it definitely is magical. something like this will require either a key phrase or some sort of magic to disable whatever's holding it in place.
Okay, gotcha. So we have to find something somewhere else, probably, to open this.
Possibly.
Alrighty, well, I guess we have to go up or down now, right?
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess start moving back this way.
Mm-hmm. And just to remind, obviously you guys are still on the first floor, so
How tall was the tower from the outside?
from your particular perspective, pretty difficult to tell, because I mean it's not like you can actually see where the different segments are, or like I mean how many floors there are, but easily over 100 feet.
Huh.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Are you still heading back down?
Yes. I want to doodle a quick map real quick, if that's okay with everyone.
Okay. In that case, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch control back to Nyx if you're back.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
So Nyx, you should have control again.
All right, and which way did we decide we're going now?
We need to decide on up or down.
Oh, where you saw the two stairs, the two sets of stairs.
Right. I say we go down first.
Okay.
And the one that was going down was that immediate door to your south.
Yep, it's that one.
Mhm.
I got it.
Okay. So if you're heading down, I'm gonna
Can
go
you
ahead.
go up into the upper room real quick?
Which one? The one that was just the one
The
with
one
the table?
we got the notes from.
Oh,
Oh.
the room to the north. I think
With
Ash
the
is
big-
making a
with
map.
the big-
You might have to move up there a little bit more so Ash can see.
Yeah, drag me in the room. Okay, that should work. Okay, now we can go downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. So when you jump around. Only you'll move, and everybody else will only move one step. So.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So I should
Yeah.
actually like move them real slow.
Yeah.
And
So
where
if
are we
you move
going,
one
up or
step at a
down? Sorry, I
time,
missed
it'll.
it.
You're going down.
Yeah,
if
that
you're
was
going-
that's what we're.
Okay. So if you're going down, I'm gonna go ahead and switch pages for you. Let's see, which will bring you down here, and let me go ahead and put Nyx in charge again. Because new page. New page. Who dis?
Terrible idea.
Oh, I mean, if someone else wants to take charge.
I mean, I can go poke things if you guys all want, but
So, before you go ahead and do that, though. 1 second here. Just want to change something. It might sound like there's little bats in here, but it's not. That's not the. There we go. Because as you guys are coming down here into this space, you can see that most of it is essentially flooded. In fact, let me go ahead and give you that light really fast. Because you have the
How?
lantern on still.
how flooded?
Yes.
I'm about to tell you right now. Looking at it, you can see there are bits and bobs that are floating up here. The room, as you kind of look at, as you're kind of gauging from top to bottom, the room is probably about 15 feet in height in most places. Like you guys did travel a bit down for that staircase. The water, though, as you guys get to the edge of the stairs, there is about 8 feet. Floods the room about 8 feet in most places.
8 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all swimming or
I
hopping
think
from.
why don't we just go upstairs first?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or is there a bucket we can, like, the short people can ride around in here?
That'd
Like
be
we're
good.
going over Niagara Falls.
Or maybe we notice we found can animate some brooms to like bail the place out.
Xalvador, can you do that?
No, it's not exactly in my. Purview. You understand. Do apologize, I forgot my fancy broom at home.
I can't remember everything, I guess.
Let's see.
All right, so
have you-
back upstairs first.
Sure.
Go swimming later.
Let's see.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll find something upstairs that can help with downstairs.
Okay, Nyx, you have control again. Let's see. Now, Nyx, as you're getting near where that space is, you feel this resistance. As you're just right there, there's like a resistance that is gently pushing against you. But as you kind of step closer to where the stairs are, it's solid. There's a shimmer. In fact, when you put your hand out towards it, it actually stops short.
Rongrim. What is this?
That's certainly unique. In fact, I don't know why it disappeared off of this map. Let me go ahead and put it on this one here. There we go. So he's like this very faint blue shimmer that appears. Let's see. He's gonna go ahead and make another one of those Arcana checks. But of course, Rongrim, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Arcana or Intelligence. Well, no, Arcana. Let's say Arcana.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, this one escapes me.
Let me have a look at it.
Let's see. What'd you roll? 27?
Nice.
Say.
It looks to be some form of abjuration-based spell. Most likely some kind of barrier. It may not be the exact same as that door you ran into before, but it looks like it requires something. Clearly this wouldn't keep just anybody out.
Is it keeping people out or keeping something in?
That's a good question.
All right. So is there a way for you to dispel it or something? Do we want to dispel it? I don't think there's really. Was there another door towards the back?
Embarrassingly enough, I do not have any methods of dispelling magic. Just a bit out of my purview, unfortunately. Sorry.
All right,
I
guys.
don't have the method to make this too easy.
Jim, can you describe it one more time? Because some of it was cut out and I couldn't quite hear.
Okay. As you get up to it, it looks like this very faint shimmering barrier. It is transparent. You can see through it. Like I said, it's just almost seems like almost mirage-like, but it's not. It's definitely not an illusion. It's like I said, some kind of abjuration. It's a barrier, if you would.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, what would you like to do?
How goes the map making?
I had to try to stitch pieces together from different things, so I didn't really have a chance to examine anything in very much speed, so it's kind of a rush job, so it's going to take a little longer to reassemble.
All right, what would you like to do, guys?
Hey, I only go first because I look for traps.
Well, essentially, you have two doors that are blocked off to you currently, and you still have what looks like I guess for lack of better word, basement cellar. The -1 floor.
That's flooded.
It is flooded. I mean, it's not entirely flooded, but it's half flooded.
But it's flooded enough we need to swim, which at that point...
Did
Would that bucket fit us? Or that barrel? Is there anything we can ride? I'm just saying.
You're not that small.
I think I might have something that might help us.
What you got?
I only have the one, but I have this cloak. It is imbued with properties that allow you to be able to move around underwater without the inhibitor of needing to breathe.
Well, when did you get this? That's handy.
Something on my travels with the Navy long ago.
Actually, no, you made that one.
Something I made with my travels with the Navy long ago. Here, Nyx, if you'd like to take it, it might just fit you.
See, does it require attunement, that one?
I don't believe so. The only
It'll say on there. Let's take a look.
I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Nope, doesn't require attunement.
Yeah, the only thing is just an action to pull up the hoodie.
Yeah. So if you do take it off, or you reach into like one of your pouches, one of your large like bags, and as you set it onto Nyx, you watch as it shrinks down to fit Nyx.
Really, one size fits all.
Well, it is a magic item. But yeah, but when we first started back level 2, Rongrim was able to make a number of items, and Rongrim made 4 items, and I think he was switching them off. He had, I think, a rope of what is it like a was it? He had a magic rope. He had this cloak that he's talking about. He has his prosthetic limb, but he needs that. And I can't remember what the other one was that he had. Goggles. You had the goggles of night, is what it was, so you could see in the dark. But I think you got rid of the rope of climbing to give the plus the dagger.
In order to help everybody out, I discarded 3 of those. Is detuned a word? I basically detuned 3 of those items to be able to upgrade everybody else's stuff. So you're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thanks. But I'm glad you kept the cloak.
Yeah, don't thank me. It was just something I had lying around.
I honestly, I probably forgot about it. No, but yeah. So if Nyx wants it, you can easily put it on, and it, like I said, it fits on you really well. In fact, if you need, that is if Nyx is going to hold on to it.
Oh, did we lose someone?
Nyx, you with us?
Oh no, she dropped.
Oh, did she? Oh no.
Oh.
Let's see. Well, I'll put Ash back in charge. But the question is, I guess for now, do you want to still? Do you want to head downstairs for now?
But I mean, that's our only choice. Let's go swimming, or at least some of us go swimming.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
I was thinking if we only have one water-breathing cloak, it would make sense to send Rogue ahead to kind of scout a little bit if we could.
That was my thinking. Why I suggested Nyx, because then she could at least spot traps underwater.
Okay, that's the first time I've heard you guys in like a minute.
There
Oh, hello.
Yeah. We figured you lost us, or vice versa.
I don't know what it is about when I play this game. Like, I don't have this much problem with I didn't have this much problem with Anathema. I don't have this problem with Avernus. I don't know what it is. The laptop hates Verusa. I have
too many resources. I need to start getting rid of old pages, because I think I run 3 games through here. So I have to just break up those games. That's what I'll have to do. I'll probably break up those games so I can delete a bunch of old resources. But currently, Nyx, you have the Cloak of the Manta Ray to you. In fact, I will go ahead and bring up that card for you right now. There you go. So you should have access to that. And like I said, it doesn't require attunement. I guess it just takes a minute for it to just resize to whomever. I put a little blue dot so I remember who has it.
Cool. All right, so we're going back down, and I'm gonna go looking.
If you want to go look by yourself. Now remember, you guys can all swim. For everyone else,
fight underwater.
well, I guess we'll cross that if it comes to that. Who knows how it'll happen?
Underwater?
What's that?
My lantern.
The second you go underwater, in fact, let's see, who guessed it before? Actually, no, I think it was you, Nyx. It was a combination of you and Rongrim. That lantern, when it goes underwater, because of its magical nature, I believe does not go out. Continue, because it's the continual flame spell. Let's see. I will actually double check to make sure, but I'm not like talking on my ass, so that way somebody corrects me down the road. Like, hold on, actually.
Manslater, get us water.
Springs forth. Nope, it does not go out because it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen.
Cool.
Let's see, the flame can be covered and hidden, but not smothered or quenched. So, no, because of the nature of that lantern, it will still be active underwater.
All right.
So I will go ahead and break up the march so that way no one else follows you unless you want them to follow you, or vice versa.
Well, I want them to at least come downstairs with me.
Oh.
Well, they're all downstairs. Everyone's downstairs at least.
Oh my lord, because I'm still seeing the first floor we were on.
Are you? Did it switch for you guys?
Let me just close out of the thing and come back.
Okay. I just dragged it back there just in case. But yeah, so like I said, we're looking at the space. It's essentially 15 feet up, or 15 ceiling's 15 feet high, floor to ceiling. Water from where you guys are probably about 10 feet where you are. As the stairs kind of gradually decline into this water, it is the water is about 8 feet high from where you can see.
And
So-
the bits of like refuse I see, the flotsam and jetsam there, are those things that are floating on the surface? Like could I hop to them, or should I just get in the water?
You can certainly try. But yeah, they're on the surface. They're definitely
Okay.
they're bobbing up and down the surface of the water.
And as far as we can tell, this is definitely just water, right?
As far as you can tell,
I'm so paranoid.
Then I've done my job. If you want, you can give me an investigation check or perception check.
Sure. Which one?
I'd say perception. 10. I mean, you splash your hand in the water for a bit.
It doesn't
Water.
melt off.
Doesn't
Okay.
melt up. Definitely water.
And I can see that there's a door here because it's fair game since I can see it on my screen.
Yes, and of course there's a marker there, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah,
All right.
with your lantern, which isn't being quenched at all, you can definitely see it. So remember, I think with that cloak, you can breathe underwater, and you have a swimming speed, right?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Oh wow, yeah, you just cut through the water. So normally, how swimming in water works, unless you have a natural swimming speed, you can only move at half your movement in the water, and attacks in the water have disadvantage unless they are I believe a piercing weapon, like spears, daggers, short sword, I believe.
Gotcha.
Trident.
All right. Guys, am I just heading straight for this door? What do you think?
I mean, I'm half tempted to wait for the pirates to get up here and clonk a couple of them for their spears. See get the bullywog people or something, and let whatever's on the other side of here, let them deal with it. Since I really don't like the idea of going into something where none of us can really do anything. But I don't really think we have a whole lot of choice. So I'm
We'll look
obviously
around
can't go
here
up.
before we go for the door.
So yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is sure, open the
Check
door.
these other pathways here because there's two to the north and one to the south.
Oh yeah. I guess I'd rather check the pathways first.
All right, I'll just go around clockwise.
Sounds good.
Okay. So yeah, so as Nyx, you get in the water and you cut through the water like it's nothing. With your cloak just trailing behind you. Let's see. Getting into that initial room right there, you can see that it's empty. There's another large crate. What looks like that one's a crate, as it's just simply very gently bobbing up and down, just here in the water.
I'm not opening every single one of these boxes after how bad that last thing smelled. That's
That's fair.
And, and, yeah, and of course you can tell also with this water, it is seawater.
so it's salty.
Yes.
And I can see to the bottom here.
Yes, the water is essentially clear enough, and that with the lantern helping you, you can definitely see.
So that's just another broken crate.
Yep, you can see there's a smashed crate. There's little bits of like food that are floating out of this particular crate right here. I've like checked my notes what crates have.
I might have to go looking in these crates. We'll see.
Let's see, but you do see it does split off. There's a north, south, and east path in here.
Can I tell what's in this bucket right here?
Looking at the bucket, that's actually a broken up barrel, and you can kind of see.
Oh, barrel. That's what I meant.
You can kind of see there were fish in there. Well, were fish. That's right.
All right,
in a
whole lot
barrel.
of nothing up above. Yep, fish in a barrel. There's a whole lot of nothing up above. I want to open this one.
Opening this crate. This crate's mostly sealed. You can see there are a few holes in here. Go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Woo!
24. Essentially using proper leverage, putting your dagger in one place, letting the lantern float for a second, and just kind of prying it up. It flies open, nails kind of bent, and in that space, you suddenly hear a chittering, and you guys did remember the lantern, so this would have been more fun without it. But you hear this chittering as what looks like a weasel just comes flying out of the thing, jumps out, rushes right by you, and just starts swimming away. The thing is completely wet, soggy, probably crawled in through one of those holes, and is just kind of swimming around now, making its way, probably say this way, looking for some kind of exit. Looking in there. Yeah, wet weasel. Come on, focus, DM. So we're getting a proper look inside. There looks like there was varying ropes that were in there. There were different types of hooks, for like cross hooks. It looks like there were, what are those things? Like just a little singular, no, not little, but these large singular hooks, probably from maybe fishing rigs. But you do surmise that larger hook, the 4-cross, could be used as a grappling hook.
I'm going to take it.
Yoink, you have a grappling hook, just the hook. If you want, you can take the rope as well. It'd be another 50 feet of hempen rope.
I think it's in good enough condition.
Yeah. Wet, a little heavy, but good enough condition.
And there's no reason that I couldn't tie 2 50-foot rolls of rope together. Actually, I don't have rope. How the
really?
hell do I
have
not
rope.
have
You can
rope?
have some of my rope if you need rope.
I'll take the wet rope so we have more. Actually,
Got
I have a grappling hook too. Anybody else want a grappling hook?
Sure, why not? But we can probably resolve that later too.
Of
The
course.
crate's floating. I'm just gonna kind of like nudge it over and like
just push
let-
it across
drift
the
over
water.
that- yeah, yep. And there you go. Here you go. Have at it. Save me that rope.
Let's see. So I put 2 things of hempen rope in there, so each one is 50 feet. Okay, where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go south. I'm just gonna add that to my inventory before I forget.
Okay, I threw hempen rope in there really quickly.
Oh yes, you did. Okay, I'll get rid of that other one then.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
sorry. All right, I'm going-
So heading south, you can see there's this large crate that's blocking the way. Actually, no, this one is a crate. Sorry. Large crate blocking the way. You can either swim underneath it, or you can climb over it.
climb over it.
Yeah, and easy enough. I'm just making sure for detail wise. But yeah, you easily enough just kind of climb over it. Coming down into this space, you can see there's another little room, and there's another door to your south. There's some flotsam jetsam in that space, as well as a door to your immediate west.
And the door to the south that's partially open?
Yes, the door to the south is partially open.
All right. I'm going to go that way first, but I'm just going to yell back to her. So there's 2 doors here. One's closed, one's open. I'm going to go look in the open room. Can I see? I see what I see.
You see what you see?
Can I open the door anymore before I go into the room?
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and just delete the thing for now, so it will be open for you. There you go.
What?
I just deleted it, so it's technically open in this case.
I'm just being silly. I said wet weasel.
Oh, wet
It's
weasel.
back.
Which on the other side, as the weasel has gone that way and realizes there's no entrance, there's no exit, he's coming back around on your guys' side, and he finally gets to the stone and starts running up the stairs.
Catch it. I want it for a pet.
If anybody wants to try to catch it, let me know.
He's wily.
But you see there's another kind of crate. This one...
That very sunken.
Yeah, very sunken. Just like a corner is bobbing up there. If you wish to open it, this one is also sealed as well. I need an athletics check.
Okay.
For anybody who does try to catch that weasel, give me an animal handling check.
Sure, I'll try to catch the weasel.
I want to
12.
catch it too.
12. In that case, both of you give me animal handling checks separately. But yeah, you're struggling. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Nyx, you're having trouble trying to get that crate open, and you just can't get a grip on it. Probably just the wood has expanded. It's wet, and to the point where now it's like you can't get your fingers in, or you can't get a good leverage with a dagger.
Yeah, just shreds.
Irianna, the weasel goes by. You hear Nyx call out, and there's still the door to the west for you. You hear Nyx quickly call out, like, "I want that!" And Irianna, you just jump for it, you dive for it, and you skid across the ground as the weasel just darts in and out. Ash, you quickly just take a second after Iri goes, and you just reach down and just snag it up one hand. And now there's this weasel just like, and he's like biting. It's like biting at your hand, but it can't get through the armor that you have. Just.
Be nice. I was just gonna yell back. Be nice to our mascot.
Well, I got a weasel for you, but unless you have, like...
Oh, I have some rope.
You want to tie the weasel up with a rope? I mean, I guess it's a little off topic, but did anyone ever play Half-Life back in the day?
A long time ago, yeah.
You remember those little things? I can't remember what they are. That you could hold, and they were really pissy, and you could pitch them, and they attacked anything in the area.
I'm trying to what was it? Oh my god, what was the name?
Starks, I think.
Starks. I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, I'm about to now. I gotta pull up a video, but no, we'll focus on this. We'll focus on this. Now, after this session, pull up the video. Like, oh my god, yeah. Are you thinking that you're just gonna launch it like an enemy party?
Somebody, you know.
Weasel attack!
Anyway.
Do you have a bag?
All right, so we have
Bag
a weasel. What do you want me to do with it? You're obviously tying it up with a piece of damp hempen rope is really not going to do much good. Do we have a bag or anything?
Be nice to it.
You do have a pouch.
I got shit in the pouch. I mean, does anybody... Okay, Nyx, you wanted a weasel. You have a weasel. Now, where do you want your weasel kept?
Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. This is Dungeons and Dragons right here. So
I want my wet weasel.
I was like, I don't know. I just want my wet weasel, okay?
Hey, wasn't there a bed upstairs? Surely there was some clothes. Maybe there's a bag up there.
Well, I guess you'd wrap the weasel up in a blanket until it cools down, but put it in a box or something.
I mean, if you want to try to calm it down, I mean, get you
Snacks?
Give me another animal handling check.
Hey, give it something to eat.
All right. I'm not sticking any fingers that aren't armored close to it.
I said give it a finger. I said give it something to eat.
17. Kind of picking up on Erie's idea, you kind of get into your rations, you do this little bit of tack, and you offer to it, and it calms down for a moment, and it reaches out both hands and just grabs it, just into this cracker, and
I know you stupid weasel, but now I just have like a raccoon like in my head, just like
They're all little rodents, I believe. So it's
Weasel
like But yeah, so now she's biting into this cracker, this cracker that's easily fits between two fingers for you, but like for this, it's like its arms are out wide, trying to just hold on to this thing. But anyways, Nyx, what would you like to do about that door?
Dog, and now like that's the dog is now its favorite person in the house.
Yeah, it's like
my
I
roll's
wanted
20.
it for me, but Ash likes it. Or it likes Ash now.
Yeah, exactly. Do I hear anything on the other side of this door?
Give me a perception check.
I'm
Very quiet.
gonna try to open it.
The door is locked.
I'm gonna try to pick it.
Go for it.
Sorry, it's a minute.
Okay.
No reason for advantage, I don't believe.
Right. 12. Not an incredibly sophisticated lock, but you are able to. And it's a little tough as you're trying to push against this door, which is definitely swollen from the water. But you edge it just enough to go ahead and be able to get through. Oops, did it not? There we go. Just enough to get through, and even with your lantern, you can see there's this very faint kind of twinkling, this very faint light source that's coming in that's in that space ahead of you.
Yeah, Eerie,
what's up?
you come here.
All right, so can I swim, or do I have to or can I just wade over there?
Yeah, you can wait over there. Like I said, you're just moving it. We're not in any rush at the moment, but essentially you're just swimming over there. So just keep in mind you're moving considerably slower than Nyx at this point.
South-ish,
Do we need the
right?
rest
south,
of us, or is this like a gnome only thing?
Is it a gnome only party?
It is not a gnome only party. I just want to have one other person here in case. Do I hear anything or just see the twinkling light?
I'll head,
Now that I'm in,
from your perception check, you do not hear anything.
I'll head over
Is this
towards
a-
them too, but
is this a Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, I'm just heading over there, but I just don't know what good I can do since I have no dagger and my greatsword is not a stabbing weapon apparently.
Let's see.
And is this a chest like on its side?
Yes, that is a chest on its side.
Am I
Is
able
that
to open it?
stairs I see?
You, from your vision, yes, you can see there are stairs that are gradually climbing up from that water right there. Now, the height in this room is a little... No, actually, no. The height in this room is the same. Sorry. The height in this space is the same, but there is from what you can all see as you're kind of getting closer, it does come up, and it looks like you can see there are these two faintly glowing orbs. You can see there is a desk. You can see there's some kind of strange, kind of dark dripping liquid.
Does it look like blood? It looks like blood.
If you want to get closer to examine.
Well, maybe I'm gonna move up a little
Are there
bit.
any obvious traps before I go into this room?
Give me an investigation check. 21. Definitely nothing obvious.
Do you want me
Alright.
to go first?
No, I'm okay.
Meanwhile, with
Someone
Rongrim,
figure out.
Xalvador goes, perhaps I'll stay right here, not to get, the robes dirty.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Damp sucks.
Coming to this little space, though. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. Coming to this little space, you can see that there are books and there are scrolls kind of sprawled out everywhere. You can see that there is a skeleton that is wearing these darker robes. What looks like they probably were like a reddish color some time ago. In its palm, you can see one of those little pinkish glowing orbs. It's cracked. The other one is solid, and the color remains solid, but the other one, it's cracked, and it's kind of twinkling, like fading in and out. Nyx, with your investigation at 21, you can see there are a number, like I said, like looking over the books, you can see there are some that are, there's one that is roughly intact.
Does it have a legible title?
No legible titles, no title. It's just kind of leather bound, with this twine around it.
All right.
Would you like to?
And then
would you li- oh no,
I
good.
would, yeah, I want to take a closer look at it, and I want to take a closer look at the non-cracked orb.
Okay. Take a look at the non-cracked orb. Just looking it over, it's definitely an orb. It's not doesn't give off any heat. It's not cold. You're not sure what it is exactly. It's just like this, at least in your palm-sized orb, which has this very constant pinkish glow that's coming off of it.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, pick it up, and nothing happens.
So now that we're closer, is that dripping red? Is that dripping dark liquid blood?
I will give you, with your check, it looks like it is ink.
Okay, from like above.
No, you can see there's a ink vial that has a number of things that have been spilled over. And there's ink vials. There is wine that looks like it was broken and cracked, also spilled over. It looks like a mess was made in here.
So it looks
Sometime-
like it was
Is there-
recent.
Not recent.
So the ink's still damp though, or is it dried ink?
Well, it's just so, or is it just so humid and like damp in here that it didn't dry?
Yes to Nyx. It's just very, like, yeah, because there's that salt water. There's a very strong level of humidity in this space.
Is there any apparent cause of death?
Give me a medicine check. Ugh, 7. Hard to tell.
Okay, there it goes. Sorry, I may have done it twice.
Like, I only see a 7, but looking it over, hard to tell. The guy is definitely a skeleton, that's for sure.
Do you know what species the skeleton was? What race? Is it like human, dwarf, elf?
Looking at it from the sharper features, more angular body, you would think elf. It would lean more towards elf. Not sure what type, but definitely elf.
And you said there was a book on there, and
There's a number of books and scrolls, but from Nyx's investigation check, only one looked like it was relatively less damaged or damp than the others.
And you grabbed that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to take it back to Rongrim and Xalvador. Do you want to take a look at it?
Sure.
Okay. You open it up. So Ash, you open it up and you go and you kind of start skipping a few pages. Relatively less damage is the best term that could be used here. It is so essentially soaked that a number of the pages, like the ink, is just blots. But there are a number of pages that are legible. In fact, since you're holding the book, Ash, you can feel free to read that. In fact, do you want to read it out loud by chance? Let me know if
Sure.
let me know if you have trouble, because I know cursive is a dying thing.
No, I think I can read it. I was like, hey, there's a page in here I can read. Here. It's what it says. It's becoming increasingly difficult to conduct any research with Galadiel hoarding the artifact in his personal laboratory. His interest is beginning to borderline obsession, and yet he is supposed to represent, which looks like it's striked out and then rewritten, represent the best of us. Any word from me without support may only put me at odds with the others, and I rather like sleeping without one eye open. So it sounds like they were having some trouble. And then the last line says, for now I shall remain patient, as the secrets of the star metal may well benefit us all. So there's definitely some star metal here, and sounds like they had some infighting too. And the other guy locked himself in a secret lab, which may be that door at the end of the hall.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all I can get from this.
You go ahead and you flip through a couple more pages.
Oh, wait, there's more. Here, it continues.
There's more.
Wait, beg your pardon?
Like, yes, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Either no one else sees it or they refuse to see it. And
those are two
Enver
names.
and yeah, it looks like Enver and Ofen still haven't returned from the supposed supply run, but not one among us remembers seeing the two of them depart. No one except Galigal, that is. And now these new rules about securing the floors are asinine. Galigal seeks to divide us, weaken us. I can't put my finger on it, but I know he's up to something. I will begin to make my own preparations. Galigal isn't the only accomplished mage. Whatever he's planning, I'll be ready.
I guess he wasn't.
You
Yeah.
flip through more pages, and there's one last entry.
All right, last entry. Okay, ooh, this is a little bit smudged. Poison. Should have guessed. Damned coward. Joke's on him. I have 2 of the keys. He can keep his star medal and die with it. It will be I who gets the last laugh. Okay, so the guy got poisoned and he has 2 of the keys. I wonder how many keys there were. Okay. That's all that's in the book that I can gather.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Good on the
look
smudge
at
one. I made a
body?
handout so that way, just in case, like, if you couldn't read the smudge, I can pull that up. But go ahead, Nyx. What were you saying?
Ash read that out loud.
Yeah, I yelled it out so the people in the other room could hear.
You heard it muffled everyone else.
Can I search the skeleton?
Sure, give me an
Right around
investigation
him?
check. And those pages will be added to your codex under handouts. You'll see them in a bit, just in case you need to refer back. What'd you roll?
It just says intelligence investigation check. Let me pull up the thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, 27. You find on his person a wand. But not much else.
It wouldn't happen to be like a wand of cure poison, would it?
Unfortunately not.
What?
Just what he needed. But yeah, searching it, the only thing you find is just the wand.
And the thing he's holding is cracked.
Yes, they're the
Everyone
only other things. You searched this room. You didn't see anything that looked like a physical key.
Yeah, but we know.
I want to take the other one too.
Okay, so you pick up both of them.
Yeah.
So in your inventory,
Just in case that's also a key.
Mm-hmm. In your inventory, you have 2 glowing orbs. I'm going to go ahead and take those off the map now.
If you're pulling something up for me, my roll 20 just froze.
Not at the moment. I'm just taking the orbs off the map. So for now, you have these 2 glowing keys. Or orbs, I should say. Sorry. Keys, blah.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Rongrim.
Yes, sir.
You, actually, hold on. Meet me in the whisper chat.
Uh-oh.
Hey there, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
That's good. As you and Xalvador are here, you can hear them kind of rummaging around a bit in that space, things being moved, and your attention shifts ahead of you as you can hear this dull scratching on the other side of that door.
Yeah, I'm the only one who hears it. Like,
Yes.
it is something that I'm drawn towards. Or
Not drawn toward, but it definitely catches your attention. It seems to almost culminate with, as they started making noise, moving things around in that other space, a short while after that sound, the scratching.
Okay, then.
All right. I will meet you
Like-
back in the main channel.
I'll
Do you have
be
any
like
questions?
I'll be like a white person in a horror movie, and I'm gonna go investigate.
All right. Wait. Did you want to go move by yourself right now, or you want to go back? You want to call out to the others? What do you want to do?
Let me sort of call out to Zell, homeboy.
Okay, I will.
Xalvador.
I'll switch back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It says my connection's been interrupted. I've
Zell,
already.
Zell, did you hear that?
Can't say that I do. And as you bring it to his attention, he goes, "Wait, what is that?"
It sounds like scratching, like little tiny scratching from like a mouse or as big as a cat, but I don't know for sure exactly.
Well, we already know there are weasels down here.
Watch, how do you say? Watch my back. I'm going to check it out.
Of course. As he goes ahead and he readies his wand. And you're hearing it from the very opposite side of, in fact, here.
Did they think we kidnapped their weasel lord or something?
Xalvador will be right there. Kind of angle himself. Or angle his wand.
I'm getting my my crossbow ready.
Okay. All right. Right now, all you hear is the scratching.
Can I do? I want to. I'm not sure whether perception check or investigation check.
Well, you tell me what you want to do, and we'll go from there.
Basically, I want to try to hone in on the sound exactly to try to see where it's coming from to see if I can kind of make it out.
Got it. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check. $10, and you can roll. Yeah, I'm assuming you would have guided yourself. So go ahead.
Of course.
In this instance, you would have definitely been able to guide yourself. 12. Okay, that's that. Whatever's being on the other side is not being incredibly subtle. But as you're kind of swimming closer, carefully, slowly, stealthily, you hear. How do you respond?
Xalvador, come quick! Someone needs our help.
But my robes.
Damn the robes! Just get over here now.
I am. Mistara's grace. I'll go ahead and swim a little bit closer. About right there. All right. What do you suppose we do? And are you floating on top of that barrel? By the way, Rongrim?
Oh, I didn't even see a barrel. Yeah, I'm just kind of floating on top of it.
Okay. So we'll consider you essentially mostly out of water for this.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. And it's just this way. Would it be able to step on that little doorway there? That'll.
Yeah. You have to go back into the water, of course. But yeah, you can if you want get into the water and you can try to pull the door open.
Yeah, I'm gonna just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and take a deep breath and try to go down and undo the door.
Okay. Now there is plenty of water. There's also plenty of air in this space, so you could essentially come up. But to get to the handle for your height, dwarves.
I was gonna say, remember, I'm still a dwarf here.
Yeah. You do have to kind of go down, and you go and you get the lock. Fortunately, it's not locked. As you go ahead and you open the door, and the door swings open, or swings inward. Sorry, the door swings inward. And as it does swing inward, you see this horrible creature, these dull green eyes, gray, withered skin peek up at you, and as it goes to lash out. And that's a good point for us to go ahead and take a break.
And I immediately regret my decision.
So we'll go ahead and take a quick break. So everybody refresh your drinks, all the other fun stuff, bio stuff, and when we get in, we'll go ahead and be rolling initiative. So 10 minutes, everybody. We are jump back in right here, and what a point to go ahead and jump back in. If hopefully there'll be something of Rongrim left. So Rongrim, you have opened the door, and inside you can see one of these, like I said, these gray, withered creatures, and you can hear another one very close behind. So this is a go ahead. This is actually a great point for us to go ahead and roll initiative. And I believe everybody else should be able to roll initiative as well. Just in case if you're asking. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I was like, well, it's so quiet. I was like, oh my God, did I lose them all? I'm talking to myself. I mean, not that that's a terrible thing, but you know, at some point there's a crossover where it gets annoying. And I think I had... Nope, not that one. Sorry. Okay. Nyx, you hear... let's see. So you hear, like, as the three of you are kind of quickly discussing, all of a sudden, a door opens and you hear water splashing frantically, muffled from where you are, and you hear a little bit of a yelp from the other side of the space. Could be anything.
That's all we hear? Okay.
Yeah, but you hear, like, frantic splashing, like...
Something's wrong. Okay. Hey, I think we need to get back there. Something sounds like something's up.
You can't leave those people alone for 5 seconds.
Men. So I've got a swim speed, correct?
Of 60, yes.
So if it took me 5 down just to get down to here, but this is water, how much do I have left?
I would say if you took only 5.
Yeah, to get from here down into the water.
Yeah. I'd say you still have 50 feet left.
50? Okay.
Yeah. Just trying to do like math conversions in my head for this. Yeah. And with that, you just swim. You cut right through. Are you swimming under that, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So that way I don't have to do any more math conversions. So yeah, you cut through the water like a marlin, like a swordfish. Just.
Michael fucking Phelps. I think that was 30. 35. 40. All right. Remind me, can I throw my dagger basically like past Rongrim?
Technically yes. You lose your long range. Actually, no. It's this. You can see enough of this thing out of the water where you could, like throw at it.
Yeah, she's gonna take one quick look at that and be like, "Nope."
That's a capital no right there.
I'm off to a great start.
Ooh, that your dagger returning. It comes back. That's the most important thing. As it flies right past Rongrim's ear with your incredible swim speed, and it just misses both of them. But it does make a long arc and comes back at you.
All right. I don't think I can really do much else because given where it is.
Mm-hmm. And your bonus action, your no bonus attack because your other hand is holding the lantern.
Yep. So I'm just gonna move out of the way to here, so I'm not blocking the door.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be EOT. And I'm gonna yell, "Everybody else, get back here! There's a thing!"
That's a good description. All right, Ash. For you, 30 feet of movement, you can cut 15 feet through the water.
Okay, I will move from here to there.
Mm-hmm. And you can also, if you want, you can use your action to dash. So another 15 feet if you want.
All right, so I'll do that. So, see, that'd be 5, 10, 15. Okay, I think that's all I can do.
Okay, and yeah, you come through, you swim underneath it. As for this thing, it's gonna go ahead and come down here. You might not be able to see it. Yeah, Rongrim, you don't entirely see all of it, but you see just enough of it. I'm just making sure there's anything. Not forgetting anything with these.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I apologize. For some reason.
Why do you do this shit, Leroy?
Well, you know they say curiosity killed the dwarf.
I'm not. I don't know if. I don't know if that's the same. Let's see. Sorry, one quick thing. For some reason, it's missing some information about this. So I just want to make sure I have the correct stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not mixing it up with another terrible creature. As this one's going to go ahead and rake its claws against you, Rongrim. Let's see. 14 to hit.
Believe it does.
14 hits. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And you're going to take 7 slashing damage from this, by the way.
Son of a biscuit. 7 damage, you said?
7 slashing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Eerie, you're on deck.
Okay. Let's see.
One sec.
Oh.
I mean, when I say on deck, it means you're up next.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
well,
sure. I thought he was done or not done.
There's some strange as the claws rake against you, where you're essentially unarmored. There's this sensation you can feel tingling where it cut you, but you don't feel anything at the moment. You feel like you were just able to shrug it off. Irianna, it is your turn. You can hear frantic splashing on the other side of the space.
Sweet. So this is all swimming, right? We're all to swim through all this. Anything
Yes.
that's blue.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I can't suppose grab one of that door floating nearby and like use it to scoot along.
You could, but you'd still be moving at half speed.
Okay.
You're essentially
let's-
doggy paddling.
Let's see. So total 30 if I dash. So.
Mm-hmm.
15, 20. Probably could be where. 5, 30.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Yeah. All right. That's it.
All right, with your short little gnome legs, you're doing the best you can. Rongrim, it is your turn. There's 2 of these nasty things right in front of you. What would you like to do?
Okay. Do I still have my from the last fight that we were in? Is it still within the hour that I had? I think I brought out my flamethrower. I can't remember which one.
Was it the flamethrower last time? I cannot tell you. It was so long. It was so long ago. I'd have to look back at the video. It would definitely still be within the hour of when you initially cast it. I think it's a flamethrower.
I think it was because I remember. Yeah, we were trying to burn something. I think it was the flamethrower. So screw it. I'll give it a shot.
It lasts for 1 hour, right? So
yeah.
Okay. So go ahead, go for it.
Yeah, the one right in front of me.
Tell you can get them both because it's a cone, right?
Yeah. Okay, then I'll angle it and I'm gonna click on the one sort of behind the door, but
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, what was that total?
6 damage. Need to do a DC 15 dexterity save.
Yeah, because we use different rules for the for dex saving throws where it uses your proficiency, so it can change. So they both have to make a DC 15 save throw, dex save. Let's see. The first one fails, so he's going to take 6 fire damage, which is reduced to 3 because he's partly submerged in water. And the other one is going to take 3 reduced to 1. But yeah, so you go ahead and you just start waving flame all around. It hit some of them. It definitely did some damage.
A little bit helps.
Anything else for your turn? Because that's your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, can I use my free action to change from my hand crossbow to my mace?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'll do that, and I'll take a shot at the ghoul in front of me.
Okay, with disadvantage, just so you know.
Of course.
Because you're swinging through. You're trying to swing it through the water. 14, not terribly tough to hit, as the damage, as the mace does connect, hits it right in the gut as it winces for a moment.
All right, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Xalvador, can see that one. He's going to maintain his distance as he angles his wand. We'll see how well he does with this one. Ooh, nope. As he goes and he's trying to hit it, but it's like, I can't quite get it. Move out of the way, Rongrim. As this one is going to go ahead and make a claw attack against you. 6 to hit.
I think that's a no.
Yes. Nyx, it is your turn. There are 2 of these things. You should be able to just see there are 2 of them on the other side of that door.
But I can only throw my dagger of returning once per turn, yeah?
For you, yes.
Okay. Alright, well, then I'm gonna just stick with the one that I missed before that's closest to, hurting my good friend Rongrim.
Got it. Now remember, there should be actually enough space where if you want, you can actually swim down and go underneath them, depending on how close you want to get.
Oh, hell, what, you mean like go over here?
No, I'm just giving you an idea. It's like, I'm just letting you know what your limitations are.
You're trying to get me killed is what you're doing.
Never. I would never.
Question, can I attack from here being flanking this thing or no because the wall's right there?
Not flanking, no. But you can attack it. You just won't get any bonus to it. You just won't get any bonus to attack, but you can attack it.
So I won't get the sneak attack if I'm there.
Oh, yes. My mistake. You're right. I thought you said flanking, but yeah, you would get sneak attack. You'd also get sneak attack as long as you have either advantage or you have an ally within 5 feet of the thing you're attacking.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to get closer to it. I'm just gonna go with throwing it again.
Got it. Let's see. You go ahead and you toss that. It definitely cuts deep. Let's see. Just making sure. Oh wow! Actually, 8 piercing, 5 sneak. That was actually enough. As the dagger flies, it cuts right through. The forehead, through the temple, coming right out the backside, and flying all the way back towards you. As this thing just suddenly sinks into the water. We'll move it right here. So it's sinking backwards, and you see like that black, darkish blood spilling out, clouding everything up. Anything else for your turn, Nyx?
Can I see which way this door is open?
It's open inward.
Oh, like towards the ghouls.
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, Rongrim, shut the door.
Just reach back in. Like, sorry, wrong door.
Yep, exactly. But no, that's it for me. EOT.
Okay. Ash, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
See, I'll move 5 feet further forward. I guess I can kind of see the tail end of something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the door we saw earlier that somebody opened. So I'll move, I guess that's 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I can see 2 things. Looks like, is one of them dead?
One of them is slowly like sinking into the water.
I don't want to be in anybody's way. I can't move through Rongrim. I don't have enough movement.
You can always, you should be able to shove aside if you want.
That seems rude.
Let's see.
Why don't we just back out to the stairs? These things will probably follow us. But I will just sit here and ready in action to hit anything that comes within range to the best of my ability.
Okay, so you kind of call out to like let it come to us.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything here? I didn't even see what I was standing on. Yeah, there's a barrel here. Can I stand on the barrel?
Yeah, sure. You kind of like get up on the barrel a little bit.
Alright, I'll be on the barrel and hit anything that comes close and tell them that maybe we can pull it back to the stairs so it's not trying to fight in the water.
Okay. Let's see. EOT then to the other ghoul, which will go ahead and swim its way right over here. And if you hadn't guessed already, it's... Oh, wow. That was a weird lag. Let's try that again. Oh, no. I rolled attack 2 times, and both times was a natural 20. It only gets to attack once, but I'm sorry, Rongrim. So, natural 20, it's going to go ahead and deal 12 slashing damage to you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. $16. You feel that same effect, but you're able to just shrug it off outside of getting the additional damage. But you heard Ash, of course, like, let's draw it away. But that is going to go ahead and end its turn. Eerie, it is your turn. Rongrim's on deck.
Okay. See, I'll move a touch closer because I can't see anything. Oh, that's what's happening. All right.
You can see Rongrim. You can start to see, like, that darkish cloud expelling from Rongrim's arm. He is definitely bleeding.
All right. Let me check on the range on something.
I'm assuming lightning lure. Is that what it is?
I'm trying to pull him out. Yeah. Let's see.
Is it in range?
Not it's like out, just like one space out. Just trying to figure out where I want to go.
And did you use up your movement?
Not yet. I just moved like 2 spaces.
Got it. Okay.
And does it have to be? Just pull it in front of me, in a straight line towards you. But then it lands up. How does it work if you I pull it and Ash is there?
We'll definitely see. Now remember, you guys are essentially floating, so think of this as 3 dimensions. So we'll
Okay.
So you go ahead and do it, and we'll figure it out.
Okay then. All right, we will try. Let's see. So it's a strength saving throw. So.
Go ahead.
All right.
You should have a macro.
Yep. It's been a while, so I'm like, where is everything?
Let's see. Oh no! I'm like 11. I was like, 11's pretty low, so it might make it. Not this time. As you go ahead and you actually swim underneath everyone else, and you can see its feet like just kicking frantically. You lash out that whip of lightning energy, and you yank it towards you underneath everyone else to about right there, where it's going to go ahead and take 8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Now, if I wanted to be cruel, I can lightning everybody, but magic.
Oh.
If watching enough Pokemon's taught us anything, lightning and water don't go together. But yeah, so it's right here. Use your action to yank it towards you. Anything else you want to do?
While I'm here, I'll use second wind really quickly. Hold on. Shit, cat.
Second wind, which I should have created a macro for you for that.
It's okay. Hold on.
That is
10 plus whatever my level is.
1d10 plus 4.
Right there. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, you recover 6 hit points. So like you lash out towards it, you drag it underneath, and you kind of focus, center yourself, and you're like, okay, I'm ready for more.
All right then. Okay, I'm done.
And I get a swing at it with the thing because it now is in range, right?
Yes,
Oh.
because you did hold your you did hold your attack for it. So go ahead. 20 to hit. Oh, we'll roll one more time because we have to count the disadvantage.
But if I'm on the barrel, aren't I out of the water?
Well, I said it got dragged underneath the water, so you're swinging
Okay.
into the water. I'm sorry, buddy. With a natural one, unfortunately, that would be a miss. As you go ahead and you try cutting into the water, and of course, as you're above, swinging downward, it's fine. But until you hit the water, and there's that resistance, which is just enough time for it to move out of the way. Anything else for your turn?
Well, it wasn't even mine, I guess. Well, I guess I'm done, yeah. Nothing I can do about
That's
that.
right, it was your reaction. Rongrim, it is your turn. You are bleeding out into the water. What would you like to do?
I'm disengaging and paddling the fuck away from this thing.
Okay. What direction would you want to go? Move 15 feet in any direction.
I'll just move just up.
Okay, go for it. So you're disengaging, so 15 feet. Let's see. And you still have your bonus action.
What? Okay, then let me back that up real quick. If I still have a bonus action, right? So can I use the bonus action to try to burn it and then break out?
Sure. I say with it kind of being a little bit below you, you could definitely try attacking it there. So go ahead and make the roll.
Okay, I'm gonna boil the shit out of him.
Dex save. Beats it, but takes half and half. So 4 down to 2. So it takes 2 fire damage. It's just like the flame is rolling out underneath the water. You can see like bubbles roiling to the surface. Because magic. Anything else for your turn? Okay.
No,
Xalvador is. It seems that you've got this from here. You'll try to angle it with a firebolt. Oh, with a 10. Oh man, he's coming up short. Sometimes the NPCs do great. Sometimes they just, eat it. Let's see. Nope, he's not here anymore, or it is not here anymore. Nyx, there's suddenly a ghoul very close by. Nyx?
Yep, can you hear me?
I can now, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I do best and stab it.
Stabbing, good. In the context of Dungeons and Dragons, nothing else. 13 does hit. They're not incredibly mobile. Let's see, with 7 and sneak attack. Yes, you just quickly thrust downward at it, stabbing into it, and you yank back out. It's still kicking, and there's once again that dark colored, brackish blood just spilling out, clouding up the water.
Somebody kill this thing now, please.
And its dull eyes start looking toward you, Nyx. A tasty meal. Ash, is your turn.
I'm an appetite.
Okay, I will try to hit it again.
Go for it. 14 does hit. Paint me a picture of its demise.
Okay, I'll just stab down from the barrel and just try to impale the thing through the top of its head or something, or whatever I can reach.
So yeah, easily run it through as it like all the way through, and you lift it up out of the water and then just chuck it somewhere else as it just slams right against the wall.
Awesome.
Which will officially take us out of combat. It's just that moment where, oh, well, that was exciting. Can I get out of the water now? as
Yeah, I
Xalvador.
think they all want to do that. So, why did we open the door again?
Well, Rongrim had heard a noise and mentioned it. It was someone else. So he
What?
suggested we should help them.
What did you hear, Rongrim?
I just heard scattering, and then as I got close to the door, it sounded like a scream, like someone was being hurt.
Oh, really? Well, there doesn't seem to be anybody in here.
Do these ghouls make sounds like people?
Give me. I'd say give me a religion check, or yeah, no, give me a religion check because they're undead.
Oh man.
11. Fairly common enough knowledge. Yeah, they're because ghouls. Ghouls can make sounds. It's more of like a moaning. But who knows? Maybe through the door it sounded a bit muffled, a little difficult to tell.
So, do we see any red orbs anywhere around here, like on any of these ghouls?
Unfortunately, do not. What you do notice is actually give me a perception check, Ash.
I'm trying to find it.
14. Looking him over, you notice like it's mostly rags at this point. Like it's hard to kind of determine where they've come from or anything like that, but looking at the robes are incredibly similar to the skeleton you saw in the other room.
What's left of the robes?
Yes.
So it looks like maybe they were, well, I wouldn't say friends, but maybe they were co-workers. Maybe that'd be the right word of the person we found on the other side. All right.
Maybe this is what Galagal was up to.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm
Well, we
sorry.
found-
Galadgol?
Well, the guy in
does
the
that name
excerpt
ring
we
a
read earlier.
Yep, he'll make a history check. Let's see. Huh, not bad. Galadgol. Not in... I don't know entirely much, but... history says that he was a part of a group of mages, more so alchemists, from the last age. They left Lanayru to pursue their own goals. Lanayru doesn't really have a great opinion on mages and alchemy and the sorts. So, I guess that's what happened to them. But nothing particular about Galadgol outside of he was, well, fairly decent at what he did in the realm of alchemy, that is. Not exactly much in the way of other magics. But if you needed metal reworked or unique potions or any kind of remedies, he was the go-to for some time.
Explains his interest in the star metal.
But can't say what he's doing out here. Or what he would have been doing out here. He would have been... Well, I think he was an elf, so it's a good chance he might still be alive. Well, a very old elf at this point, but the possibility still exists.
Well, are there any other openings down here we can search for more of these orb thingies, or do we want to go upstairs and try them on the door?
Let's see. Of the doors you've seen so far, nothing seems to have any kind of input or inlet for any of those orbs.
But maybe if we bring them close to the door upstairs or something. or
We
to
can
the
cer-
force field.
we
So
can
I guess
certainly
what I'm
try.
Show
asking
them
everyone
to,
else is, are we done down here, or do we need to search down here anymore?
Well, can we show the orbs that we think might be keys to
Let's all go
shit,
back
can
to
you
the
hear
dry
me?
land.
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, I
I
can
can
hear
hear.
you.
I was gonna say, can we just show those to Xalvador and Rongrim and see if to tell them what we think. Like, we think these might be keys. Do they look like anything else to you? You get any kind of vibes off them? Help me out.
Of course, I'll see what I can do. Oh, 22. As it goes and he takes a quick look, looks it over. Huh. Can't place the school of magic, but it does give off a very similar energy to that of the field. Perhaps it's not by coincidence. Worth a try, at least. As he tosses it back. That cracked one, though, seems to be leaking energy. Magical energy, of course. That one we should be careful with. Might be
What do you mean?
there may be some degree of failure. Imagine, if you would, if I was using my wand and it was cracked.
So
The success of my spells or magical aptitude might be affected.
Gotcha.
But seems to still retain its energy, just might not to the same degree. So let us tread carefully in that regard.
All right. So, what about the rest of you? Any other business down here, or we head upstairs?
You want me to look around this side of the floor here, besides the ghouls, and make sure there's nothing else?
Probably a good idea.
All right.
Let's not come back here.
No, I'm with you on that.
Which, speaking of which, Ash, the weasel has essentially clung to your armor during the combat. So it's just so it's just kind of hanging on right there, near where I can't remember what the name of the armor, that part of the armor is, but kind of near where the metal meets your neck.
So he has a shoulder weasel.
It's now a shoulder weasel for the time being, as it pokes out through Ash's wet hair. But let's see, Nyx, as you're swimming up past Rongrim, you can see there is another door immediately to the north. Are you with me? Or are you forgetting to hit your push to talk? Nyx?
Probably had her mic off, like I keep having mine off.
Wait, she's typing.
Oh, typing?
Hold on, I don't. It's typing, but waiting with bated breath here. Oh, computer's having a moment. Please hold.
Okay. Let's see. But I'd say for the sake of brevity, then the door is unlocked. But looking in there, it looks like just another flooded room with some junk that is flotsam jetsam kind of bobbing in and out of the water. A quick scan, nothing of value, unfortunately. Let's see. But essentially, you gather that there may not be anything else of interest down here.
Okay. Did we tell Xalvador about the book and the dead fellow over there?
You told about
I guess-
Galagar, but
Oh yeah, but not about the dead book or where we got these orbs from.
I think we did when we showed him the orbs.
is there a question you have in particular?
I don't think so. Found 2 orbs, the book with the excerpts we read to you, and looks like a remains of a dead elf. I don't think, and we are assuming that the elf wrote the book before he died of poison, as he said in the last page of the book, and the orbs are the keys that he said he took from the other guy, so the other guy's stuck in his
Or at least we think the orbs are the keys.
Well, he
So-
said he had 2 keys, and the only thing we found near him were those 2 orbs, so it's pretty clear that the orbs are the keys.
Well, apparently sounds as though you've been busy.
I'm as busy as Rongrim.
Are you doing well, Rongrim? You look a bit tired.
He's a little bit
Uh.
chewed up, I think.
I'll give him 5 points of lay on hands.
Is he still oozing black gook?
He is not. Rongrim, can you hear us? Or is he still BRB?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
My computer decided to turn off Discord and my browser for a minute and then open them back up.
Okay. Well, Ash, you have control currently. Rongrim should
Alrighty.
have some methods of taking care of himself, but we'll see when he gets back.
Alright, well, I think the heal applied to him, or maybe you did it.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we want to do now is...
So we went back upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think there's anything else down there. So, this is the force field, right? So if
Yes.
Correct.
I take and walk up to the force field holding the orbs, does anything happen?
Which orb do you use? The cracked one or the solid one?
Well, I'm inclined to just hold out the cracked one and see what happens.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Give me
me
some
a.
space, guys, in case this goes bad.
Do you give Ash some space?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go
Definitely.
stand back in the hallway a bit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
D100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay. Do you just want me to roll up a new character at this point?
Hey, anything can happen. That's the thing. Anything can happen. $37.
37.
Okay, roll me a D10. Okay. You put the cracked orb up to the barrier, and suddenly it begins to fracture more, and it just turns into dust, and the dust just dissipates. And to you, nothing happened.
So nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to the barrier, but the orb.
Oh no, sorry, nothing happened to you, but that faint shimmer that's there for the barrier is gone. As you kind of put your hand through, there's nothing there stopping you.
Okay, so barrier's gone, orb is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll yell back to them, or I'll go back around the corner since I don't really want to yell in here. All right, well, that worked in the sense that we now have no barrier, but we also don't have any orb either, so...
Okay, so as Ash approaches each of you, you
Uh-oh.
notice. I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. Hold on.
My eyes glow red, and I'm now talking Draconic, but I don't know it.
No, not that. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay, the roll was even. Ash appears. I mean, with elves it's always difficult, but you have to look really intently. But Ash looks a bit older. Just a little bit.
Ash, you look tired.
I feel tired.
Ash, you have aged 10 years.
Okay.
Fortunately, you're an elf, so most of you are pretty long-lived races. So it was a random magical effect that could have happened with that cracked orb. But so you guys take a moment to notice that she definitely looks a bit older. Not much older, because like I said, elves, they tend to age more gracefully than most other races. That 10 years is probably a blink, but whatever age you were, I don't think you were terribly old. The thing is, if you rolled odd, you would have went younger. So your age is now 32 years old, Ash. If it was, imagine if it went the other way. If you rolled odd, I think it would have been younger. So that means you would have become 9 years younger. At 22, oh man, that would have been fun. But good thing it was older. But the barrier is gone. Huh, I was correct. I just wasn't expecting that. But
Well, I figured if these things only have a one-shot use out of them, then I'd rather the one-shot use get used on the less reliable one.
oh, fair point. But I mean, you can hardly tell you. Look, I'm sorry. Is it still rude to comment on a woman's age?
Probably.
Of course, and carry on.
All right, are we going upstairs?
It's okay, Ash. I know of a great eye cream.
It's fantastic. We actually get it from the next country over. We import it. But if everyone's in agreement, we'll go ahead and have you guys climb up the stairs, which will take you to here. Let's see. This room is significantly darker. Dark, not a lot of light coming into this space. There's a bit of a low-lying mist or fog that permeates, like rolls along the floor. It's not incredibly high, probably about a foot. Well, for the gnomes, that might be a bit high, but probably about a foot off the ground. This very low-rolling fog. And toward the center, you can see there's another one of those pinkish orbs. You also notice, just quickly glancing on it, in fact, let's go ahead and put Nyx's light over there. Is Nyx's light not showing up? There we go.
Yeah, I moved up just so it would. Sorry, Rongrim, I'm kind of in your space.
Let's see. But looking, you can see there are these markings that are on the floor. These, what looks like swords.
And they look like some of them are on like a round circle thing.
Yes. Some of them are on the round circle, but some are kind of like crossing over to like kind of going off of it as well.
Okay, well, I think everybody should not step on the circle, but does it look like those are rotatable, or are they all carvings with... is the circle a carving, or is it something else?
Why don't you give me a investigation check? Whoever wants to examine it, because everyone's looking.
You guys want me to do it? It's kind of my thing.
Sure. Just
Famous last words.
don't step
It's
on
kind
anything.
of my thing. Okay, in that case.
Is anybody helping me?
Rongrim, are you here with us? I know he had to disappear for 2 seconds. I'll assume he would, go ahead and give you guidance. I don't do a good Rongrim.
Sorry.
$22. You can add the 1d4 if you like. 23. Okay. Hey, it all adds up. Sometimes it's the difference, right? Getting close, like setting down your lantern, getting near where the markings are. From what you can tell, at least from that distance, it doesn't like they rotate at all. It looks like they are all, each of them. So the circle looks like it's like this. It's not like it's raised or anything. It looks like it's actually an intricate part of the floor, like a carved part of the floor. There are these the markings that are the swords look like that have been carved like after the fact. Like however old this tower is, the swords were added afterwards. Versus the giant circle was probably built in when it was initially built in. The red markings that go around it look like they are also engraved in there, painted on in a sense. The pillars that you can see, these little stone pillars that jut up here and around. Taking a close look at them, anywhere on the side with the circle, there are tiny holes carved into them. but they're only facing on the interior of the room, the circle side.
Do they look like the kind of holes that darts come out of, or they look like are they shallow?
I would say with Nyx's investigation, you look at it and go, "Oh yeah, I can. I've been through enough of these traps to know that this is some arrow or dart or some kind of projectile tomfoolery."
And there's columns all around the outside. It looks like, right?
Of the circle, yes. You can kind of see like these gray columns.
Well, I
that
mean,
are
there's like
jutting
big
out.
columns here, right?
Yes, but none of those have holes. In fact, those are columns that are leading up toward the ceiling.
Okay.
So real quick, so the ones here that have like the ones that look like they're traps, are the holes coming out from all sides or just from that longer side that's kind of pointed in different directions, or?
All the ones that are around the circle have holes, and they're all pointing toward the interior.
All pointing towards the interior. Okay.
Yes. But like
And
I
there's
said, you can.
orb in the middle.
Yes, there's an orb in the middle, just gently floating in the center.
Oops, my thing was muted. So I'm guessing we step on the right things that won't set this off. But I'm also wondering, we have enough rope. Is there any way we could attach like a rope to climb one of these things, attach a rope up on the top of one, run it around, attach it up on the other, and then have somebody shimmer out to the middle of the rope, and then drop down, grab the thing, and then shimmer out?
You can certainly try.
You guys think that's doable, or?
This is
Anything's
gonna be me.
possible.
This is gonna be me.
Well, you're the most acrobatic one.
That's what I'm saying.
Other thing is
Uh,
we can just go. Step
why don't we
on
just
some stuff.
look around the rest of the room before we decide to go into the death trap,
Sounds reasonable.
or send the gnome into the death trap? You know.
Send the gnome.
These more stairs right here. Like go
Yes, but you can. But as you get close, you feel
Ah,
that
I
same
see.
sensation.
Stairs where?
Right here next to me.
Oh, yeah. So we need another orb.
We
Well,
have
you do-
another one, don't we? We
You
have
do
two.
you do have another orb. Well, you have one now.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
two. This is just a table here, DM.
I hope it was right.
Where are you at? Yes, just a table.
It's a mimic.
It's a haunted table. No.
Ooh, it's another fucking mimic.
But yeah. So essentially, you have the option of just taking the orb you have and continuing on.
If it, I wonder if it takes one orb per thing, or if the orb's reusable.
You have no idea.
Well, hey, why doesn't somebody go look downstairs and see if they can get back down to the first floor?
Get back down to the first floor?
I'm just saying, like, you worried if we go up, we won't be able to get back down, right?
No. I'm wondering if the orbs are reusable. If the first orb, the cracked orb, was destroyed because it was damaged already, or if it was destroyed because it'll destroy anything, no matter if it's cracked or not.
Well, I mean, we can find out with the non-cracked.
You certainly
Yeah,
can.
I suppose so.
I'm gonna sidestep and say, "All right, Ashley, go ahead."
You want me to do this? That's what you guys want to do is redo this thing?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, I guess, want to step back. You can step back in case something goes wrong.
Okay.
And if assuming everybody's backed up as much as they want, I'll hold the next one out towards the barrier.
Okay. You go ahead and you
Get
put it
around
up
the
there.
wall.
And what's different this time is there's no delay like there was before. The orb maintains its shape, doesn't crack or dissolve any further. Instead, it kind of just blinks a few moments as you can feel the energy pewtering out. So it's very dull bead toward the very center, and the shimmering field dissipates.
Okay, but it sounds like it drained the orb.
Yes, but it's still around.
Okay. So I guess pocket the used orb. It's probably not gonna be good for much. And do you guys want to see what the next floor up is before we deal with this truck thing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll probably end up coming back here, but sure. Hey, DM,
Hey,
These-
Nyx.
S-shaped looking markings on the floor here, are they just S-shaped looking markings, or is there something else? Is that like rope, or what is that?
No, those are, I think I mentioned. Those are there. It's red and it's painted all across.
Okay, and it's just the same thing over and over from what what it looks like.
Affirmative.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Do we want to go upstairs and then come back and figure the death trap out later?
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't think you guys would use your one skip so soon, but okay, awesome.
Oh, good.
Let's see.
We'll be back here.
Like, we might come back. Oh, that's weird. Did I duplicate this map? I'm just double checking to make sure. I think I duplicated the next map you're supposed to be going to. Let me just make sure. I'll get rid of that. Okay, so you guys are more than welcome to. You guys will make your way up into the next floor, where as you are coming up, looking across, you can looking at the next set of stairs, you can immediately see that there is another one of those little shimmering force fields. Immediately before you, you can see the space opens up north and south, and immediately to where your east is, you can see there's a portcullis blocking off some other section just on the other side.
Portcullis? Oh, this thing. Okay.
Yeah, it actually might be easier with the lantern. You can kind of, so like with the lantern shining through, you can see there are bars that are coming down.
Gotcha.
You can see there's some damage to the floor, but one of the doors has fallen off the hinges, but not much else to it.
And we can't move the portcullis?
Would you like to try?
Sure.
Okay, there are a couple ways. I mean, how would you like to try? There are a couple ways to kind of go about it. You can always. This is the thing. You could definitely pick locks.
Is there a lock on it?
There's a mechanism. There might be a mechanism to it.
It
Or
makes
you can always use good old strength and force it up.
Let's try the less breaky approach first. Nyx, do you think you can get this open? Oh, before we do that, I want to listen and see if I can hear anything on the other side of the portcullis.
Or can we see anything beyond what like the light shows us? Because the shadows are really broad. I mean, usually with a portcullis, it's just like bars, right?
Mm-hmm. I made them thick so you guys couldn't see too much.
Okay.
Why don't you both give me perception checks for different things? Nyx, your perception check will be for sight. And normally perception check covers the whole thing, but because you declared you're more focusing on different things, we'll do that. Okay. Nyx, peering through, let's see what I can give you. You can see, looking through, you can see there is, essentially it looks like a junction. The space does actually continue on north, continue on south, and there is another portcullis immediately opposite. You can it's a little darker in that space. There's no light in that space, so it's a little difficult to make out. It looks like possibly some kind of storage. There's some cloth that's covering a number of items, or a number of furniture or whatever's over there.
That's past the other portcullis.
Yes, if you continuing east. Ash, you hear what sounds like let's see, I'm one micro here. Actually, no, you hear this. First you hear this. What languages do you speak?
I speak, hang on one sec. Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
You do not recognize the languages. Or the language. It's just it's like a low.
Alright, well, we know there's something back there. I'll tell the other people quietly. I'll whisper to them. There's something back there. It sounds like speech, but I can't make it out.
See, if you're trying to keep quiet, I will need everyone to go ahead and roll a stealth check. And Nyx, do you want to keep your light on?
No.
Just making sure. I'll go ahead and snuff that out. Xalvador's didn't pop up. That's weird. Oh, because I clicked the wrong. I clicked my other one. My GM roll. Oh, this is great. Oh, Xalvador got the same roll. Cool. Let's
Eerie,
see.
It's okay.
Ashleen 12 or 10. Nyx 22. Irianna 4. Xalvador 12. We must have lost Rongrim because I've not heard back from him. I'll have to reach out and double check with him, see he's okay. But I'll go and roll for him. That probably wasn't great. 10. Nyx, you go and you quickly cover the lantern. You shut out the lantern, and Ash, you still focusing on the sound, can hear that. Like it's just like suddenly there's there's an intent behind it. Like suddenly it changed focus as something flies out, and Nyx, with your perception of paying it, like just watching, this ball-like green creature floats into the space with this one large eye, this large open mouth, a tongue licking with this row of jagged teeth and 4 eye stalks that are looking all around simultaneously. And that's where we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's session. So fun time, guys.
Cool.
We'll see how that all worked out. So for those who hung in, I forgot, we're unfortunately not doing live stream at the moment, but hopefully we'll get back to that as Twitch kind of figures out everything that's going on with what they want to do with stuff. Who knows? But we'll of course have the VODs that are going to be on YouTube. They're going to be on Twitch VOD. Please, I'm not going to say the like and comment, subscribe stuff because you know what you want to watch. Do this or it's whatever else. But in the meantime, we hope to see you next month. There will be a next month. You know, wash your hands, wear your mask, and keep on loving other people.
Get your vaccine when your number comes up.
Yeah, when your number comes up. I mean, or if you don't want it, pass it to me, because yeah. But we'll see you guys next time. Good night.